My name is Brent Bunting, and I'm with the Barrie and District Ringette Association. And this is my daughter, Katie, on my left, and my daughter, Kristen, on the right. And they're also with Barrie and District Ringette Association. I have been involved in Ringette for about 40 years, mostly as an official, and for the last 7 years as a coach. But I still referee in the National Ringette League, and I still do provincial championships and things like that. Really, I'm a second generation Ringette person. My family was involved in Etobicoke Ringette for a long time. I can go back to the 1970s. I lived in Montreal and my older sister played. And I think I remember back to the early years at 77, 78 and things like that, where I was just the brother running around the rink. And that's sort of how I got started. My parents got involved. They were coaching and I was just the guy at the rink, right? And eventually my dad said to me one day, hey, we need someone to time keep. You get paid $1.50 a game. So I was all excited about $1.50 a game. So that's sort of where I got started. Well, it's kind of, it was both. My wife is also a Ringette player. She played in the National Ringette League. She's a lifer for Ringette. She coaches, she still plays for Richmond Hill, the Open AA team. And really when it came down to it, when we decided to register them for Ringette, we didn't have a Ringette association in Barrie. Barrie had left. They'd been gone for probably 5 years. And we were trying to figure out what we wanted to do. Are we going to put them in hockey? Or are we going to put them in Ringette and drive to Newmarket? We didn't want to drive to Newmarket, and some guy from North Bay moved to town, and things just worked out. He decided to try to restart Barrie Ringette Association with his for his daughter, who was going to come from North Bay, and she never did eventually come from North Bay. So he started the association up with a group of us, and that's sort of how we got them involved. But decision-wise, it was both my wife and myself who decided.
I really liked it. I met a lot of friends and it was really fun for me, and it's now a habit for me to go to Ringette. It's really fun.
All their friends are really Ringette people.
Yeah.
It's their life.
It's been awesome that they've been coaching us a lot.
The one nice thing about being involved in Ringette with my kids and coaching my kids as well is that there is a bigger bond. You know, there's highs and lows and ups and downs, and you know, you get to see all that stuff firsthand. You're on the bench with them. You're on the ice with them. You know, they're crying, they're happy, they're sad. It's at the end of the day, we come home, we talk about Ringette. It's just been the bond, I think, between the two of us, the three of us, not the two of us, the three of us, and the four of us, if you include my wife. Really, the bond is, I think it's so much more because we've been involved in everything. And, you know, I hope they're happy that I coach them. I'm sure they get mad sometimes when I yell at them, but.
Usually my dad has to work a lot, so it makes us be with my dad more. Mom and my mom, because she has to work. So. Mm-hmm.
The one thing I will say is I think from coaching, from officiating side, learning to deal with the coaches on the ice and knowing not to overreact to things behind, you know, when you're talking to the coaches, and basically taking a step back and thinking before you actually do things, because dealing with these two here, sometimes you do just have to step back and think about it, right, before you deal with them, and not react too quickly. And that's one of the things that I've learned as a referee, how to deal with people, and I think that translates well to dealing with them.
It makes us happy.
Aww.
He's really funny. Happy Father's Day to all dads out there.
next week.
You guys are all awesome.